Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 13th episode of the Treetopchat. Last week we had a conversation with Samuel from Bear Valley, a very interesting conversation about running one of the fastest growing ARB companies in the industry. If you missed that episode, please check it out on our IGTV or YouTube channel. As mentioned, this is episode 13, so we hope you're not suspicious. Despite the number. So we think this will be a great conversation we're going to have today. A bit of an update, as we told you, we have some of the new beautiful gear from clothing, the t-shirts, the EXO Rangers from Bear Valley. We also have the hoodie, which is a bit different from the usual hoodies you've seen in the market. So this one has no front pocket, no strings to get tangled or attached to stop when you're climbing. We have them in 3 different colors. We also have the chameleon, the rope from Teufelberger, 11 mil, which is made from recycled fiber to reduce the footprint of things coming out in our nature. So very nice rope, one splice, Sunai, as a current mounted rope. So Norway, who is relatively new to the industry. She works at, and I'll try my best Norwegian accent here, En Mot Tre in Norway, which is one of the best tree care companies in Norway. So welcome, Maggie, you on?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What's the weather like in Norway?
It's been raining today, so I've been a little wet, but it's clearing up. It's supposed to be good tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. I'm not sure how the sound is here, but I think, are you speaking directly into a microphone?
Yeah, I am. Can you not hear
Okay,
me
good.
good?
Yeah, maybe it's the bandwidth here that is bad. We need to rebuild our network, I think. So,
Okay.
you know what? Let's get straight into it. What did your road to becoming an arborist look like?
Well, my degree is like a doctor's assistant. So I do like lab work, draw blood, do shots, treat wounds, stuff like that. So it's quite different from tree work.
Yeah.
But I've always like loved traveling, done a lot of backpacking. So the time that I went to like South America and Central America, I met this guy from Oregon that was doing trees.
Okay.
Um, and he kind of followed me to Norway and he never left.
Okay.
So he ended up starting the company En mot tre, or One Against Tree,
Yeah.
over here. And yeah, the workload kind of grew for him, and he got some guys in, but that didn't really work out that well. So then we kind of started talking about maybe me quitting my job and joining him for tree work.
Okay.
So that's kind of like how I got into it. And I actually got like a year leave from my work, and I started working with him in trees.
Okay.
So yeah.
Right. So, what is the best part in working, in the tree work, arborist industry?
Um, I think maybe that you get paid to work out. I don't know. I really like the physical part of it. That you really feel like you use the body, and you like get to be outdoors and really enjoy that side of it. And actually, like when I was working in the office, I was struggling a lot with my neck. But after I started working in trees, that's gone away. So that's kind of cool.
Okay.
But also the freedom of like, being in your own company, meeting new people, learning a bunch of new stuff. Plus, it's super exciting. Like you get these small little adrenaline rushes when you take out tops or climb, or, I really like that part of it too.
Nice. So, how long you been doing this for now?
I started with Derek in January 2019. I've done some work here and there before that, but that was kind of like that's when I quit my job and yeah, went for it full time.
Okay. So you had like basically a year off from your previous work?
Yeah, I did
Okay.
decide after I think 8 months though, that I wasn't going to go back to that job.
Okay.
So I told him that I wasn't going to come back, and then yeah,
Okay.
so
Nice.
then it was just full-time
So
trees.
cool. So tell us a little bit about the arborist industry in Norway. What is it like? Is it large? Is it a common job? Is it a growing industry?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a common job, and we don't really claim that the title arborists. But I know some arborists over here, and most of them are foreigners. Like they could be Danish or English or American.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say it's like a lot of them, but maybe it's growing. I hope it is because there's a lot of people doing trees on the side. Like they have a job, and then they'll do trees just for an extra income.
Yeah.
And that kind of I don't really like that. We do it full time at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're supposed to do Arb Camp in August, and it's like an hour from our house, so that
Oh,
should be interesting to kind of meet some people and talk more to the people over here.
oh, nice. Is that is
Yeah,
that the is that Norwegian Arm Camp? Who's running that?
yeah. It's Norsk Trepleierforum.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. So when you're not working, what do you do? I suppose backpacking now is a bit different, but difficult for you.
Yeah,
But
I
what
love
what do
traveling
you do in your
still.
spare time? Sorry?
Um, Traveling I still love, so we do a bit of traveling. I also, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I also really enjoy hiking. So
Okay.
Norway has, beautiful scenery and great mountains for that. And then last few years I've picked up free diving and spearfishing, which I've done a lot like traveling. And I haven't really tested it out so much in Norway yet, but I've gotten a new wetsuit, so it's a little bit thicker, so I can start doing it more here as well. And I find like because there's a lot of breathing techniques for free diving,
Yeah.
and for me that's actually also good in trees because being new and all it's like a lot of things to kind of learn. That it's climbing a high and you'll be a little stressed and stuff like that, so you kind of pick up those same techniques and breathe your way through it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, sure. So what is the deepest you've been down to without aqualungs or masks or?
Well, I'm really new at freediving as well, so I haven't been that deep. I try to push myself, but I find it hard because I try to do it in the right way and kind of, take your snorkel out and try to relax. And so I don't think I've been much more than maybe 10 meters.
Okay. So are you a scuba diver as well?
I am, but I haven't done that for years and years. So I
Okay.
can't say that, I almost can't say that I am, but I have the license for it.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a diver myself. I only dive in warm waters.
Yeah, well,
Too
that's kind of what
cold
I've
where we
done
are.
too.
Too cold.
Yeah, cocktail
So
diver.
let's talk a little bit about your name. I suppose the name XP Maggie comes from the Husqvarna Extra Performance. Is that correct?
Yeah, I didn't really use too much time on finding a name, but everybody calls me Maggie, so that was kind of a given.
Yeah.
And then I started working with a professional sauce from Husqvarna, and they all said XP or XPG if they have a heated handle. I think it is. So then I just kind of looked at that and I was like, oh, XP Maggie, it kind of has a little bit of a schwung over it. I don't know. Do you feel like it works?
Well, I can kind of figured it was from that, but I thought maybe it was the extra performance you have when you're climbing or working.
Yeah, I guess you could say that too.
Yeah. So I guess they didn't care about the registered trademark because XP is a registered trademark from Husqvarna, right?
They haven't said anything yet, so I think they're cool with it.
Well, that's a good thing. I suppose you're free to use it then. So
Yeah,
yeah, okay. So you decided
maybe
to
I should
put
pay
that as your kind of tag on Instagram, your handle, and your T-shirts and stuff.
What was it you said?
Yeah, that was the point when you decided to have it in your Instagram handle and on your T-shirts and everything, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of your presence on social media, you've grown, your Instagram followers quite a bit in a short time, and you also seem to have a relationship with Husqvarna, as we talked about before. Can you tell us a little bit about how you go on about that, and how did that develop? The relationship.
Well, I don't know if we have so much of a relationship. I don't know. You know those Swedes, they just charm your way into their heart, like, you know. So it's not like I'm being sponsored or anything like that. Derek has more like that side of it, like with the company Emotre, and he also does carving. So he's kind of had a deal with them there, and then it kind of just rains on me a little bit with being able to test out the new battery saws, and they kind of wanted me to like tell what I like about them and stuff. But apart from that, I really enjoy taking pictures and videos and stuff at work, and I post what I want to post. It's not like I'm really gaining anything from Husqvarna. But of course, like they have their factory in our neighbor city, and the local shop that we go to, they sell Husqvarna
Okay.
Monster Machine, and both like super easygoing people and nice to deal with. So it's kind of just also been natural that way to use Husqvarna,
Okay.
and they're good
Nice.
to us.
Nice. So, and in terms of your Instagram account, how did you go about to grow your number so quickly?
I don't know. I guess I'm pretty active. I post a lot. Um, and yeah, active liking other people's posts and using it a lot in that way. I find it really good about like because the industry is like it's quite small, like
Yeah.
at least with like the female arborists and tree workers. So in that way, I really enjoy it because when I'm out seeing customers, they're always saying like, "Oh, there's not so many female, or women in this industry." But I don't really feel that alone because I see all the girls every day doing this job, and that kind of is inspiring, And also when I want to test out gear and I want to hear other people's opinions, it's been really helpful with that. So I really appreciate people, reaching out and kind of telling me what they feel about things. Yeah, and it just kind of makes, even with this treetop chat, it's like really nice because you feel like everybody's coming closer together and you're
Yeah.
getting to know people a little bit more. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's
good for
that's
that.
that's the whole purpose, I guess. So,
Hmm.
we have somebody commented here and says, maybe there's an opportunity for your boyfriend Derek to come on the Treetop Chat as well in the fall, maybe.
Did he comment that? Or did somebody actually say that?
No, no, it was not him. But you can have this conversation later.
You should
So,
definitely talk to
coming back to your company, you guys at Animot today. How does that sound for Norwegian? Is that good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Well, you seem to have a lot of fun at the job. We recently saw a video of you guys using a tree as a rocking bar. So tell us about your favorite job story.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's probably when Derek didn't rappel down the tree fast enough, so he pooped his pants.
Okay.
He's gonna kill me now. No, I was gonna tell a story. I was thinking about that when you asked that question, which kind of like blows my mind a little bit. But we got this call from a customer.
Okay.
He wanted us to come look at a couple of trees that he wanted down, and we just set a date and we put the address in our GPS and we drove there. And this guy comes out, he shows us a couple of trees, and we give the price, and he's like, okay, cool, just take him down. So we do that, and everybody's happy, and we leave the job. And then later on that day, a guy calls, and he's so angry because we never showed up to take his trees down. So we were like, what are you talking about? We were there today taking your trees down. But then it turns out, like he was like, no, you're total unprofessionals. I don't want you doing my trees now. But it turns out that we had gone to the right address, but the wrong address, because this city has a neighbor city 20 minutes away, and they both have
Oh,
the same street. But the funny thing is, the house that we went to, he was expecting a company to come because he had talked to a company earlier.
oh wow.
And he
What is
thought
the
that was
odds for that?
us. So we stole somebody's job.
And what
Yeah,
are the odds for that? You know, it must be pretty low.
yeah, so weird. Super
Wow.
weird.
Yeah. So that's a crazy story. You know, we saw it in the episode with Nina logging mom. Uh, it's less common with women in the ARB industry. So what is your experience been, and what is your best tip for females looking to enter the industry, just like you have?
Well, I guess I've kind of like gotten a little bit of an easy way in because I worked with Derek.
Yeah.
Um, but I think like it's good if you can like find somebody that will take you in and kind of teach you stuff. But I mean, you could also do a lot to just kind of prepare yourself. You can do a client course, which I recently did, and that will kind of make you figure out if there's something that you really like and want to continue doing. It's not like super expensive. You can read books and you can learn knots and a lot of things that you can do in that way. Maybe ask a company if you can join them for a few days and work. And I think maybe being on the outside, looking in, if you haven't really been in a um, male dominant work before, like it's a little bit scary as a girl.
Yeah.
But you can do it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So you just gotta try.
So are you self-taught, or have you been to any trainings or?
Well, Derek has been working with trees for I think 13 years now.
Yeah.
Started in Oregon.
Yeah.
So he's kind of taught me everything that he knows. He always says that he's a little bit of an old school climber. Um, but I kind of got to the point where I felt like comfortable in trees. That I wanted to get like a little bit of different input. So I went on the course that I kind of posted about recently with this company from the west side of Norway, Treetopchat or Sandal Parkdrift, and they were arborists.
Okay.
So I found that really, really good for me and learned a lot of new stuff and how to use different equipment, learn new knots, and yeah, it's very, very good. Also rescue I did, so that was good because I don't think I could have rescued Derek down from the tree, but I trust that he can rescue me. But now I feel comfortable that we can rescue each other.
So is that anything you practice? You know, rescue and trauma.
Well, from my degree, I do have like, the trauma bit kind of like covered, I feel.
Yeah.
But I haven't practiced any rescue with him from like in trees.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that I got it on the course now. I'm happy
Good.
about that.
Yeah. Safety first, huh?
That's important to know.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I think we're kind of coming down to our standard question here. So what is your favorite piece of equipment, and why is that your favorite piece of equipment?
I feel like that's like a difficult one for me because I'm so new in the industry and it's quite overwhelming the amount of equipment.
Yeah.
um, but I think I have to say ropes.
Ropes.
Yeah, because it's so versatile, I believe the word is. Versatile, yeah. Like you can use it in so many different ways and also kind of gotten into knots a little bit. And I feel like that's kind of amazing how they work.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can just do a lot of different things. Also, I love the new battery saw from Husqvarna, T540i.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can say a saw.
I think you just made Peter Thiel very happy there. You know, his saying is always that ropes are, what is it, connecting people. So
Yeah. Well, I'm not a ropey like him, but maybe one day.
a ropey. That's a new expression. Cool. So is there any questions from the audience? No, nothing at this point. So Maggie, do you have any questions for us?
Who's going to be the next one on the Treetopchat?
Well, I was just going to say that in a minute while I kind of wrap this up here. So you have to wait about 25 seconds, okay?
Okay.
Okay, everybody. Thanks everybody who tuned in, and thanks very much, Maggie, for joining this episode. It was great hearing your experiences from the industry in Norway. So if you missed this part or any part of the previous Treetop chats, they are available on our IGTV or YouTube channel. So next week we will be speaking to Ludo from Teufelberger. He oversees the arborist division at Teufelberger. So that will be a great chat, I think. Please make sure tune in that. And thanks everybody. Have a nice weekend. And again, Maggie, thank you very much. Take care.
Take care.
See you. Bye.